making money, but more people making more money than any other company out there. When we're talking about 20 million people, those numbers get very, very big, very, very quickly. So definitely a lot of money to be made, but at the same time, a lot of people need these products. The world is as unhealthy as it's ever been. More people are on prescription medication than any time ever before. More people are overweight or obese than any time ever before. More lifespans are going down instead of up. People are dying earlier. With all the advances in science and technology, you'd think we'd be able to keep people alive forever, but they're actually dying earlier. And people are recognizing, they're waking up, they realize they need to do something to change. And supplements are one of the primary things that people need to do, and people are doing, people understand they need to do, because none of us are getting everything we need out of our daily diets. And as much as important as eating well, cutting out sugars, just not eating junk is, as important as sleeping well, as important as exercise is, supplements are just as, if not more important. And the most exciting thing is they're the easiest. All you have to do is take a supplement, and the benefits, the difference, the change that it can have in your health and your life are so significant compared to the other things. I'm not going to say it's hard to go to the gym. You should absolutely go to the gym. It's not hard to watch what you eat. You absolutely should. Supplements are easy. You don't have to do any of the other stuff. You absolutely should, but all you do, take a supplement every day, and it really could make a huge impact in your life. And we can get the highest quality supplements at the lowest prices. Just makes perfect sense. Whoop, my lights went out. Can you guys hit that light switch? Thanks. Why we're growing as fast, there we go, as we are. So with that, let's go out to our Director of Product Education, Lisa Goodkin, to talk a little bit more about the quality of our products, about your health span, about living well. And for those of you guys who don't know Lisa, this lady is just, she lives, breathes health, wellness, fitness, and helping you guys understand what you need to do, whether it's just to get a little bit healthier or completely turn your life around. And she is a fan favorite. We get so many compliments and feedback about how many people she's helped, testimonials coming in every single day. But on top of that, she loves helping you guys. She loves giving you guys what you need to succeed and answering your questions, and just being here to help you guys, help see you guys get results. So with that, our Director of Product Education, Lisa Goodkin.
Hey everyone, thank you, Ben. So Thursday calls, they're for basically new people interested in LiveGood. So I'm not sure what brought you here, whether it's the business side, whether it's the product side, whether it's a little bit of both. But I would think if you're joining a company that's surrounded by health and wellness, that you yourself are actually interested into health and wellness, or maybe you're just ready for a change. You know that it's time, and you've heard so much. So you've listened. It's in the news all the time. How what is happening to our world? What is happening with the disease rising? It tends to fall back onto chronic inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, low muscle mass, poor nutrition, which really equals coming from low protein intake, and eating low quality foods. So we know that we can change all this, and it's not complicated. So I just want to help you kind of weed through it all. What Ben was just talking about with health span, lifespan, the goal, and this should be the goal for everybody, is to increase their health span. And we all know lifespan. Lifespan is how long we live. Health span is how long we live in a healthy state. And the goal is to make that health span match that lifespan, right? We don't want our last 5 to 15 years to be in an unhealthy state, to be in and out of doctor's office, in and out of hospitals, whether we're bedridden, we're in a wheelchair, we're immobile, we can't do what we want to do. We don't want that, right? We want to live as long as we can, as healthy as we can, and enjoy every single moment. So how do you do that? You have to take care of yourself. And part of that, major part of that is supplementation. We talk a lot about pillars of health. These are not written in stone. These are ones that Dr. Ryan and I talk about very often. But your pillars of health, right? We've got to move our body. You've got to exercise. It is so crucial. You've got to eat well. I'm not saying go on a diet. You just need to eat well and balanced and clean, right? Healthy whole foods, and making sure you get enough protein. You need to sleep well. You need to keep your stress level down. You need to hydrate properly. You need to socialize. But to know where to begin, how to begin, what to do. And when we talk about supplementation, not only it is a very easy pillar, because you just have to buy the supplement and you have to take the supplement and be consistent. Consistency is key. But it also can be that catalyst to leading into everything else that I just talked about with our pillars of health. So if you're deficient in magnesium, and so you're sleeping like crap, and then you start taking magnesium, and all of a sudden you start sleeping because your body starts to calm down and it relaxes before bed. It's an amazing thing. You're sleeping better, your stress level goes down, you're waking up maybe earlier and feeling more refreshed, right, because you slept well. So now you're fitting in exercise, you're exercising, so you want to eat well, you want to take that, make a protein shake after your workout, whatever it is. The catalyst starts, what supplementation is the catalyst. Talk about inflammation. Inflammation tends to keep us down. Inflammation can be silent. We don't see it. You don't necessarily have it on your arm, but it presents itself in many different ways. And it's not always like achy bones and joints, but that is one of them. Keep your inflammation down. You supplement with our factor 4. Best combination is factor 4 black seed oil for inflammation. So amazing. And then again, you start feeling better. So then you're able to move more. It just makes it happen. So where do you start? You start with supplementation. Give your body some time to adjust and then feed into all the others. Again, with our end goal is our health span. Very, 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 very important. Now, what makes LiveGood so different? Ben talked about several of this, but I want to just kind of organize it all together. Now, when you go into a health food store or a grocery store or Costco or Walmart, I don't care what it is, where maybe you're getting your supplements now, you are giving trust into that store, into that company when you pick something off their shelf and you buy it. But think about other things that are sold in those stores, right? Can you go to Walmart and get Twinkies? Yeah, right? Can you go to Walmart and get Dum-Dums? Yes, you can get all kinds of junk. So you're really putting trust into a company that is just selling a product. Now, when it comes to the supplements, they're not telling you exactly what's in it. We're trusting now what's on the label. We're trusting the company that made the product. And you can't just trust. And it's sad. It's a very sad thing. We want to, but you can't. There are so many studies coming out left and right. And I want you to weed through the jumbo that doesn't have studies associated with it, because people say stuff all the time. People send me like these little blurbs on TikTok and Instagram, but you really need to back it up with science. But what is backed up by science is studies showing that there's heavy metals in our protein powders. Now, that's very scary, right? You need to be able to see that when you're buying something. You need to be able to see the testing results to make sure that that's not in yours, right? We provide that. We want you to know that we test for it. So you think you're just going out and buying protein powder on the shelf and you're doing your body good by increasing your protein intake, but you'd be doing more harm than good based on what is actually in it. There's studies that show supplements were tested and what they say on the bottle is in it is actually not in it. So maybe this is not saying added things, right? Heavy metals, toxins, and that, but dosing, right? So if it says it has a specific dose of a vitamin and then it's not in there, it's not going to do anything. And this actually happens a lot with gummies.
Hey, welcome everybody. All right, there'll be links actually, depending on where you see this. go to 3and3shine.org, see the links, go right to LiveGood. Actually use the LiveGood tour link. You can see all these for free. They just need to connect with the people. That's it. They'll keep you updated on everything, health, fitness, business building. You just need to connect with them. All right, ask us anything.